Hi, may I help you?
Yes, I have a silly skit, and I'd like to get it registered.
And what type of silly skit would this be? A farce or a spoof or other?
I suppose other.
Well, does it include duck-billed platypuses? Oh man, those things are funny. You know, the duck-bill, the beaver tail, web feet, the whole mammals which lay eggs angle. It's great, pure gold.
Actually, no. It's more about hardened sea captains.
Well, do they have duck-bills?
No.
Beaver tails?
No.
Web feet?
No.
Pray tell, do they perchance lay eggs?
No.
Well, then it can't be very funny, now, can it?
Look, it's a game show. Why don't you just watch?
Top of the morning to all of you, and welcome to another exciting episode of Who's the Better Sea Captain. It's a great little show, and you can smell the water goes on our contestants signing quarters from the safety of your own home. I'm your host, Flip Shipman, and now, first up we have Kirsch Kavarkin. He's captain of the Log O Death. And second we have Vilas von Steuben. Vilas, is that French? That's very interesting. He's the captain of the Hergen Sturgen. Now, why don't we let the contestants say a little something about themselves?
I like long walks on the beach, pillaging, plundering, and potatoes. The three P's of the harsh seas.
Yar. What I mean to say here is yar.
That's very interesting. Now, why don't we move on to the questions? This is for both of you, but we'll start with Captain Kirsch. Describe to me, if you will, your wiliest adventure.
Aye, 'twas a night I'll never forget. Me and me first mate Spock had just finished spending 3 days and 3 nights watching 80s movies. After watching Pretty in Pink, we went to Barnacle Bills, a local watering hole, to drown our sorrows in a mixture of vodka and salt pork. That Molly Ringwald character always brings a tear to the eye. Anyway, it was at this time when the smarmiest, vilest creature crawled out of the deeps of the blackness there. John Rivers. His face was pulled tighter than a speedo on a fat man. She came slithering towards Spock and me. So I picked up the nearest shot of vodka and doused her with it. In about 10 seconds, her face had melted completely away. Only her porcelain teeth remained. A fiercer match I have never met.
Yar. I remember chasing Mindy, the foul-tempered shark, across the 7 seas. I had just angered her in a card game upon winning with 2 7s and 2 8s, claiming it was a full house, beating hers. Which it wasn't. She stole my peg leg in the melee. And I began to follow her across the 7 seas. Upon catching up to her, I found her performing some shenanigans on a school of dolphins involving my stolen peg leg and a greased badger. I proceeded to make moo cow sounds. It was 5 o'clock and time to pray. Yeah. Anyway, it was about this time that the badger began to turn on Mindy with its pointy fangs. Oh, as the badger continually pummeled Mindy, she began to get woozy and smacked my peg leg upon a rock, while she swam with splinters in her flippers, and I was left with a shattered peg leg. A yar.
My. That certainly is one disgruntled badger.
You know, I like the grease badger, but the game show premise, it didn't really yank my chain, you know what I mean? You got anything different? Like say an albatross when a pig walked into a bar? Ouch.
Yes, actually. This next one involves a Bostonian and his uncle, an oysterman from Cape Cod. It's a sitcom premise. The Bostonian walks in to sit down for lunch, and his uncle walks in to talk to him with hilarious results.
No, oyster, yeah.
Where'd you park the car?
A Harvard Yard, yeah.
Are you telling me you parked the car in Harvard Yard? Retarded? The parking there's wicked expensive.
Yeah, my self-esteem. trying to do good ever since the accident.
Accidents are a wicked piss up.
Yar, you know, because of that I have no more kidneys, yar.
What exactly is going on there? I've got yars and nods up the wazoo.
Actually, it's quite simple, really. The oysterman represents the hardened worker who's been leaning towards communism after years of being subjugated by the upper echelon of society. The whole parking of the car is like the upper class reminding the lower class of their place. Even prior to that is the offering of chowder, a hearty dish made of clams. It's less a skit and more an allegory of society. You see?
Well, I think the answer is 5, but I was never really good at math. Why don't I take an Advil and let's move on?
All right, fine. This next one involves a private eye who dabbles in crabbing who meets a girl in a bar.
Yar, the name's Violet von Steuben. Private eye, yar, for high, yar. It was a cold December evening, which was odd because it was actually sultry in June. And now that I remember it, the sun was out. Oh, wait a minute, let me start all over. Yar. It was a rainy May afternoon when I saw her walk in. Yar. I saw you walk in. The name's Steuben.
Yar.
Von Steuben.
Yar, yar.
Violet von Steuben.
Yar, yar, yar.
My, she is pretty. My, you are pretty.
Yar, I found his acute halitosis and slight limp to be quite attractive. Yar, you say the nicest things. Me name's Helga Schwanstucker.
Her name was like the screech of seagulls to my ears, and I really liked the eye patch. But she could use a shave.
Yar, you know I heard all of what you just said.
How did she hear my thoughts?
You're talking to a wall.
Yar, it was around this time I began to wonder if she was in fact a sea witch.
No, I'm not.
She could read my thoughts.
Just turn around and talk to me. Come on, just turn around.
Helga, I've been looking all over for you. I've been looking all over for her.
Kirsch.
Why'd you run off? Who are you?
The name's Steuben. Von Steuben. Violet von
Who
Steuben.
are you?
Charles, you never let me finish.
Way to break character, Chris. Oh, and by the way, next time, it's Yar, not Yar.
God damn it, why are you always criticizing me and critiquing me? I didn't go to Richard Simmons acting school for 6 years for theater. Why can't I say Yar? Okay, mister, I know everything.
Guys,
I can't take this anymore. I'm going back to my trailer to watch Bridges of Mountains County and eat chocolate. Good day.
What was that? That was a mess.
Well, Chris and Dirk are angry with Charles because he's constantly messing up his lines.
Yeah, I can see that. And what's with the speech impediment?
They're from Canada.
Oh, okay. Well, that was the best you showed me so far. No platypuses, but then again, none of them really had any. Although we could change that. We could change Violet with a platypus.
But then you'd need a talking platypus.
Yeah, do you know any?
No. Look, I have one more. 3 guys are sitting down talking to each other. It's like one of those What's Up commercials.
Yar.
Yar?
Yar.
Aye!
Arg. Yar.
Aye!
Yar.
That was crotch.
What's crotch?
Well, it's the PC way to say crap. I was trying to be nice, but you wouldn't let me, so no, it was crap. You can leave now.
Well, it's like that. I'll take my platypus and I elsewhere.
Oh, what's that you say about a platypus? I believe we should do business.